He says, so many of us have some sort of trauma in our past that we anchor to and use it as an excuse in our present to derail our future. For example, somebody was like, oh, I was molested by my uncle when I was a kid, and because of this, blah, 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 so they don't put their best foot forward. Or some teacher said something horrible to me when I was a kid, and it traumatized me, so now I blah, 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 and I don't do this. Or you can think of a million different excuses people come up with. But he said, the funny thing is, when we give our power away like that to some other excuse, we're not realizing that the wake has nothing to do with where the boat is going. So when we look back at our past, we go, yeah, we can learn from our past, but it has nothing to do, it's not steering the boat. We are. And how we steer that boat, in this metaphor, our life, is we be present time conscious. We make decisions, like we just wrote down goals of things where we want to aim that boat to go, and we steer it, we control it. So recognize the past, but don't anchor to the past. Live in the present, and just create the future that you want. And so that's what some of the speakers are going to talk about today. Some of that has to do with our own mental, physical, spiritual thinking. Some of it has to do with how we respond with money, how we respond with relationships. So that's the stuff we're going to cover today. It's pretty exciting stuff. But I really encourage you, with Wayne Dyer, in the back of the book, I've got some suggested reading and stuff. There's a few books back there, including this, but he's passed now. He passed on. But he has left a legacy on YouTube of free, amazing information to just listen to in the morning when you're going and doing your workout, or when you're commuting to work or something. Great stuff that put switches in our head just to be healthier, happier, and to find joy. So our next speaker is Loka, and I also met him through Dr. Fat. Great guy, and he's been through quite a bit of trauma, and yet he is so good at helping people find joy. Now I want to emphasize the difference between joy and happiness. Happiness is fleeting. A lot of times we're like, I'm happy when I hang out with my friends. Well, that lasts for a couple hours. I'm happy when I go to a movie. Okay, the movie lasts for a couple hours. I'm happy this, I'm happy that. Kind of that be, do, have stuff. Oh, I'll be happy when I have this, or we have to create it. Joy is from the inside. Joy is lasting. We create that. And he's really good at helping us understand some basic steps on that. So do you mind if I share a little bit from Loka really quick?